And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Suns, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Daniels, also young out there. Reza Shea is out there with Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. Stolen away. Now, here's Wells. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bane. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Morant following the basket by Trae Young. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Gay. Stolen by Jackson. Now Wells. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Here's Morant after the basket by Atlanta. Outside, Bane. Shot from the top of the key. Gay with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Young. That's tipped. Bane looking around. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a #1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
He's off on the first. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Hawks. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now, here is Young. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jackson, a screen on Young. Here's Morant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and once Morant takes off like that, the defense has to know what's coming next.
Morant against Young. Gay's shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant against Young. There's a screen by Aldama. Baseline J on the way, and it's Morant missing. The Hawks trailer. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Here's Gay. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. LeVert inside the line. They get it back, and he dunks it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Count that one.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here is Daniels, defended by Aldama. And there's the drive. Pass to Gay. Young with the ball.
Switch.
The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Jackson. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for 80. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Atlanta making a switch here. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. 26 seconds left in the first. Here's Aldama. Misses the 3. The Hawks shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Here's Rizachet, defended by Aldama. Launches it. That one's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
So it's the Hawks now. trailing by 2. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Wallace is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Reza Shea. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Niang in at the 4 slot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Hawks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Reza Shea, guarded by Bain. Pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Wells comes in for Luke Kennard. Mann's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Wallace. He has yet to score. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. Pass to Mann. Over Wells. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Clint Capella.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Pippen. Then for the Hawks, Gay's checked in, and Trae Young subbed in for Wallace. Mann passes to LeVert. Over Bain. Misses off the right eye. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Shoots from the baseline. From downtown. Gay with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Capella draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And he gets the bucket. Mann's got his first points in this one. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Pass to Gay. Shea with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Second chance shot and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Both free throws good from Okongwu. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way stand from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Shea. Back to Young. Shoots over Morant. Young, good.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor and then the balance to knock it down.
My goodness, he certainly got the defender with that move. My ankles are hurting all the way over here.
Morant buries it down low. Morant's got 6 points.
Well, that's just a great dribble move by Morant. Quick and very shifty.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Young.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. Okay, Big Play Jay wants to know, what's the hardest thing about playing in the NBA?
The travel. Man, those airplane bathrooms are tiny.
Yeah, maybe for some people. But, you know, I never had that problem.
That's because you're tiny.
And we had a private jet.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Morant. Wells at the elbow. Jackson kicks to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Memphis.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Down low. Here's Edey. Payne for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Young. Here's Gay. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a nice setup by Young. He reads the floor so well.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 7 to the paint. Here's Morant, and it's blocked. Inside. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Morant. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And they double up Morant. Payne for three. Atlanta with the rebound.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now, here is Young. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Why don't we now look at the league's highest scoring teams? The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Wallace, the pass to LeVert. Takes it inside. Good work there as it goes. LeVert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Edey. LeVert against Payne. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Payne's got 10 points.
And how about Desmond Bane, among the most accurate shooters in the world?
Morant against Wallace. Pass to LeVert. 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And checking out some numbers for Terrence Mann.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
That one is off. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Edey, and it's Kennard in for Jackson. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Niang's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 1:30 left in the third. Morant outside. Fires top of the key. And it's good for 2. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
If you look at the breakdown, Morant's as efficient as anyone when he's the ball handler in the pick and roll.
Here's LeVert. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 4-point game. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Morant. Here's Payne. Atlanta with the rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Man can't hit. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, with his quickness and physicality, it's not easy to guard Morant without fouling.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he can't get the first one.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with Ja Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
And he's good on the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now LeVert from outside the arc. The shot, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can break.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Wallace, and it's man in at the 3-set. Here's LeVert after the basket by Jaren Jackson. And here's LeVert. Capella with a screen on Kennard. LeVert the pass to Capella, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Memphis trailing here. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Jackson drives in, and Capella sends it back.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master.
Man gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
A tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Kennard kicks to Pippen. Clark, a screen on Capella. And for three, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's Mann. Softly drops in the floater. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
It's Pippen on the wing. Wallace covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Pippen. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Clark. Bain comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in for Kennard. And both free throws good for Pippen. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. The lead is 2. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reza Shea, he's checked in for LeVert. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Gay. They set the pick. Here's Reza Shea. Wells grabs the miss.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
And the second free throw, good. The Hawks leading. Pass to Gay. Okongwu with it. Now Daniels. Now Reza Shea. The three-pointer, no good.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Bain kicks to Morant. Cranes the three-pointer. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. Going inside. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Blocked again.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot blocker. Now
here's Wells. pass to Morant. Oh, they get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, big-time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Young looking around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass to Daniels. Here's Shea. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Shea's got his first 2 points.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Pippen's checked in for Morant. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, Bain. There's a good screen. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bain.
And Young, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
So he gets them both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Up top, Bain. He's covered by Daniels. Bain kicks to Pippen. Jackson a screen on Young. Tries it from the top of the key. Pippen can't hit. Here's Shea. Yes!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Daniels from outside gets the 3 to fall.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's Pippen. Jackson finds Bain. And just miss after miss right now. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for 11. Reset set. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Now here's Wells. The Grizzlies with another miss. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Kevin, thank you. Trey, this is a young team. So what is the chemistry and connection that lets you play together so well?
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
Well, congrats on the win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching.